everyone, and welcome back to Two Cent Movie Talk. I'm Greg.
Nika. That's my name. Come on, just
It's hard to get a co-host these days.
whatever.
And we are Two Cent Movie Talk. Here we give you the average moviegoer's experience and opinion about movies that are big blockbusters and the little ones on the screen that you see at home called TVs and stuff. And let's know what it all means to us, what we think, and what you really.
Just go, man. Seriously.
Jesus. And today, we're bringing our review to you for the movie.
And he's always about me. Creed 2.
Oh. You took long enough to say that. I'll do that.
Whatever.
I'll do my thing.
I thought you were
I'll do
talking
my
because you
thing.
was like taking
I'll
over.
hit the box.
Anyway, guys, we went to see it Friday, so we're a little late.
Yeah.
As always. You guys know we're late.
Whew.
I don't know what he's doing right
I'm tired.
now,
I'm tired. I'm ready to step to the ring. Not the octagon.
but Michael
Not the
B.
octagon. Not the
Jordan,
octagon.
Sylvester Stallone.
Yes, of course.
Of course, it was.
Tessa Thompson.
Yeah.
Dolph Lundgren come back as Drago. And it's
Felicia Rashad.
Felicia Rashad, yes. Who else is in this? What's the Florian? I can never pronounce his name. What's his name? Florian Montal. I might have butchered that. I apologize, Florian. Don't come over here and start no joke. Wood Harris, Russell Horsby. Hey, this is the follow up to the
First Creed.
Yeah, First Creed, which is continuation of the Rocky series saga franchise. If you don't know what Rocky is, where have you been the last 35, 40 years?
Right.
Get your hip on
You
the
shouldn't
Rock.
even be watching this review if
This
you
is
don't
not
know
for you.
anything about Rocky. Like,
Yes.
it's pointless.
So, for those of you who don't know, I have no idea, weren't born back in the 80s or 70s when stuff was cooler.
Obviously.
Yeah, Apollo Creed, Rocky Creed had their thing back in Rocky. Alright. Apollo had a side kid, named Adonis. That happened. Alright. Adonis come back, go through his whole thing, find himself, he's a fighter, boom, boom, boom. Won the first few fights in Creed 2, Creed 1, now he's back in Creed 2. And Rocky's back there by his side. Of course, his girl Tessa Man's there with him too, having a little thing, getting serious. It's an awesome dynamic cast, I gotta say that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go right on the front and say I enjoyed this movie.
Yeah, I really did.
I did.
I was like in the movie though. I was just like
Curled up in the seats.
I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, this is crazy. And this is obviously this is a spoiler review, so
Yeah,
I'm sorry, not
spoiler
sorry,
alert.
but we gotta change the
If you don't like the
spoilers.
spoilers, then you could turn away.
And come back after you see the movie and let us know what you
Let
think
us know
about
what
our
you think.
comments, because we're gonna give you a lot of them. But,
Lots.
yeah, so this is following typical thing. It's kind of reimagination or what's the word I'm looking for? They're we don't know what we're trying to say.
We really don't.
Shit. They're taking the old storyline and applying it to Creed. I mean, he's following the same kind of similar path, although his background is a little different. His motivation is different.
Yeah.
Adonis is trying to make a name for himself, trying to find out, really discover who he really is as a fighter, what he's really fighting for, what his goal is.
What he's capable of.
Yeah. And of course,
following his father's footsteps though,
Yeah.
but ultimately trying to find his own footing in the boxing world.
yeah.
And it's pretty damn good at it.
Yeah, he is pretty damn good at it. He's pretty good
Until
at
the
it.
Russian.
To the Russian.
Insert Russian.
For Drago, who is basically, if you haven't seen Rocky 4 after Rocky whooped his ass,
Then you need not even watch this either.
gotta see that to
You have to
understand
see, you have to follow the storyline.
You don't really have to see it because
It would be nice for you to
it's
see
nice.
it to understand where it's coming from. Because if you're new coming into this, which probably a lot of people are, like our kids, probably won't know that story. So you can follow it because they talk about bits and pieces of it. So you can follow it because parts of it is in the movie. But it's more interesting if you have seen it.
Yeah, because Drago
Because then they really won't know the dynamic of the mother if they don't go see it.
Yeah, but
Or if they haven't seen it.
Drago gives some hints and clues as to what happened,
Yeah.
but you have to know what Drago was Russia's white knight.
Star. He was everything. He
was to be the redeemer of the Russian boxing, Russian
boxing franchise. He was supposed to be the be all end all, the star that was just supposed to bring them back from where they were because they lost everything.
Yeah, and he lost that. Yeah, so
to Rocky.
So now his son, he's trying to use his son to come back.
Who is freaking huge.
Yeah.
You talk about in America, corn-fed. No, this guy lives, breathes. It's just everything about him is boxing. That's it. Dad wakes him up in the morning, feeds him. Come on, let's train. That's it. That's his life.
Yeah.
Can't speak English, but he can box, and he's like huge. Seriously huge.
And I thought so. He actually said he had to lose weight to play.
What?
Yes.
Wow, because this guy is huge.
He looks like he's about 6. I'm looking at this is a big.
Oh my God,
this is a big dude.
So huge. If he had to lose weight, then OMG, because yeah.
Yeah, we have to find out what side of these here.
I don't even think.
Skip through here.
Yeah. So going on with that, I don't want to say too much, but
6'4", he weighed 250 before shooting. 6'4", 250.
Wow.
That's a big fella.
Big.
But I mean, on the opposite side of it, looking at Michael B. Jordan character, I mean, dude got ripped.
He really did, because I said that he looks so much bigger than he did in Black Panther. Like, I follow him on Instagram, so I seen the series of, after Black Panther, and I seen their training when they were leading up to filming Creed, and I noticed that he was getting bigger because I made the joke about his suit. It's like he got the suit, but he got a little big, so it was like he was fitting it, but
like, he was
they didn't equate for the muscle, So.
He bought the back of the closet. I bought it for months ago. Not
it was
work.
like, oh yeah, it's not gonna work. Y'all need to fix this real quick.
But yeah. So I mean, the story. I mean, you get it. I didn't know. I didn't know what kind of play. How they gonna play this out. I mean, it'd be corny to have him killed by the Russians just like his dad was. You knew that wasn't gonna happen. But they beat him. But he beat him to death.
Oh,
I mean,
God. He was so messed up.
Yeah, I mean, because the first fight when he went in without Rock, because Rock was like, man, you should fight this dude. Yeah. I'm telling you, he
didn't want him to do it, and so he was just like, okay,
what's my man's name? What's Gooch? I can't never think his name.
Yeah, next to Air, we love him, God. He's amazing. Every time we see a movie, we always forget his real name.
Gooch. Yeah, they don't have any good. What? No. They don't have any cast.
Anyways, that was so bad.
I thought him. No.
That's gotta be.
Oh, that's Wood Harris. That's right. Yeah, he had the glasses on. He don't like Gooch.
Wood Harris, right? He don't look like Gooch.
Yeah, but I mean,
But his dad trained Rocky.
Yeah. His dad was I can't think of his name. I said it in the theater.
Lou Gossett. What's that?
No, that's Lou Gossett. Shoot, I gotta look it up.
Yeah. Here we go again.
Yeah. So both of their fathers, like Rocky's father was Apollo. I mean, it's not Rocky, but Michael B's Adonis character. His father was Apollo and was trained by Wood Harris's character father back in the original movie. So they had a little bit of a bond there.
Yeah.
I would say this: the backstory they gave. Or not the backstory, but the dynamic they created between him and Tessa Thompson character. I thought that was pretty good. I almost lost it when she can't really sing it at the end. I was like,
I liked it. I liked that.
You know why? Yeah, but you know why? Because I was so wrapped up in the character part, so I forgot that's what boxing is.
But see, to me, like it says something like, "Here we are. We're in your country. My girl's coming out singing. You kicked my butt the first time." Yeah, everybody that could have watched the baby was there, so we don't know where the baby was.
We skipped that whole part. We jumped around.
She had a baby.
She had a baby. Baby pop out.
We're not gonna go step by step with you, but we'll rewind back to certain parts. But
go ahead.
But I'm saying, it's just kind of I'm spitting on your grave. I'm in your country. Like this is happening. You kicked my butt the first time. You almost killed me. You cracked my ribs. Had the ooey knots so my eyes couldn't open it. Went through all this mental stuff after the fight. He wasn't talking to Rocky, but then he comes in and you just you feel it. You just feel the intensity, and it was the end fight, which we'll get to. It just made you just go there, you were there, because he was stronger, he was tougher, he wasn't the same person that got knocked out the first time, so.
He didn't really get knocked. He got knocked out, but it was a disqualification.
I mean, he had cracked ribs, and he couldn't see a little bit because the blood was coming down. That's when I was like,
But that kind of took it back to a Rocky IV place, because instead of going where Rocky went to Russian trade, it went to the desert.
The desert, and we looked, and this is what I said, because they were driving in the car, and you know, like, they actually shot this scene, so wherever the heck they were, you see when Michael B. Jordan got in the car, like, the back of his neck was sweating, so wherever the hell they were, shooting that scene was hot.
Yeah,
but it was like the kind of like
they call it was hell. Like
basically this is where you go to rebuild yourself. And you know, the first dude that he seen when he got out the car is like, dude not saying nothing. He just sitting there on the wet bench, just big, just looking like, okay, this is hell.
Yeah, but that's kind of been the story of the Rocky movie, the Rocky franchise, where you're broken down. Mm-hmm. And it's not a battle of strength. It's a battle of will and grit and determination. And that's really what they said in this movie. They showed you him losing. Mm-hmm. I mean, it wasn't even close. I mean, he was totally outmatched. He was totally unprepared for it. And it was because of the arrogance, because he felt he had to avenge something. Mm-hmm. And losing
now, mind you, the first fight, the Russian called him out.
Yeah, they called him out.
They came to America. They called him out, but this was all based on this was all based on his dad, though. It just seemed to me like the kid was more so fighting for his dad.
Yeah, he was,
because it was his dad's revenge. His dad wanted the revenge for being beaten by Rocky, because he felt like losing that fight to Rocky lost them everything. The mom left, wife leaves us, our country turns its back on us. Yeah. We have nothing. All because of Rocky. And they know that Rocky is training Adonis, and that this and that's going on. So, okay, now we're going to take our title back. Yeah. Basically, that's just kind of what the fight was about.
Yeah, we're going to regain our name in our country. We'll be a show honor. We'll regain our honor. And they
bitched him at the dinner when his wife came out with the dude that was hosting the dinner.
Yeah, that was messed up.
That was so
But he knew that already. Yeah. But the thing is too, though, like the promoter role, what I liked about this is the promoter didn't get played like he did in Rocky V or whatever, where he's like, I'm bigger, I'm a so-called donkey. The dude was just, he's an opportunist. He saw this kid, he knew who he was, said, this will play big. This name recognition, this battle of the sons can really bring us some money. Mm-hmm. It was one of these things where Adonis had to, I mean, he really had to hate the fight. Mm-hmm. He could not take the fight. But the cool thing about it was that his fiance supported him in it. Yeah. She even understood, because talking to his mother, Felicia Rashard, I love the movie. She always does a good job. She's always amazing. Yeah.
Such an amazing role as a mom. It's like, you want that to be your mom.
But she played, she was a smaller role, sportcast role, but her role was so significant. Yeah. Because it was, you're watching the conversation she had when they had at her house, she just tell him, when he actually lost, give him time, he needs to find his way back from this place. Yeah. I've dealt with it many times. It doesn't get any better. And this is what you have to do. And that conversation put her on the road to understanding how he felt and what he needed. Not to make him feel guilty for distancing himself from the family, from her, but give him the space to heal. Because he was humiliated, he was beaten, and he didn't know how to come back. So with her help and Rocky's help, those two were able to help him bend his mind, body, and his spirit. He couldn't get back in the ring again.
Yeah. So, he had to revive himself mentally, I think. And a lot of people go into things based off of their feeling and anger, and it's like, you have to repair yourself mentally for anything. It's a life lesson. You can't always act off emotion. You have to redeem yourself mentally to be right to do anything. So he had to be right here before he was able to get back in the ring, and that's what got him to win that fight. Not based off the fact, okay, he bitched me out, he beat me, I want revenge, blah blah blah, I gotta defend my title and all this stuff. He was able to get past that, and then when they did the second fight, it was based off of a mental growth, I think. More so than emotion. So it got a little serious for a minute. Sorry.
That's basically where it went. There was another block in this movie where it wasn't about fighting, it wasn't about flash or fanfare. It was about what you are as really a man. And,
I think honestly, what kind of changed him a little bit is when the baby was born, and then they found out she couldn't hear.
Yeah.
So that was an emotional break for the mom and him as a new father, as thinking of how they were going to raise her, or what life would be like for her. So I think that kind of helped him. Especially when he couldn't get her to stop crying, and then he rode to the gym and then kind of went in, and that was like their little moment, because then she stopped crying once he started, hitting the bag. So
yeah, I mean, I'm going to give this movie a B, and I'm almost on the cusp of giving it a B plus. And my reason, I know I'm jumping to the grading, but I want to say it before I forget it. The main key in this movie for me, going in, was to see a movie that was good. If I saw a movie that was good, I would say, okay, it wasn't bad. It was good because it wasn't bad. I would above being it wasn't good because it wasn't bad to say this is a damn good movie. And going into this, there's not too many angles you can play with a boxing movie, or a Rocky movie.
I mean, but you could really mess up a boxing movie.
You definitely can.
I've seen it in and other movies that aren't Rocky. I've seen it be messed up.
And that's when I'm playing around with going with the plus, because they didn't mess it up.
Yeah.
They had you curled up in the seat.
I mean, seriously, I was like, oh my gosh. Then when they got him in the ribs, at the end when he already had them cracked ribs, I'm like, oh.
It's like stubbing your toe twice.
It was so funny because I'm like, Nika, you're fine. You're not being hit. But it was just like that intensity. Like, you actually felt it, you saw it, and it was so real. I mean, it's all fake and staged, but I said to Greg when we got there, I said he got hurt somewhere, because some of that was just too real. He had to get hurt at some point filming this movie.
Yeah, when you get a little banged up.
You get a little banged up, but sometimes,
that's part of it, though.
Like, what's his name, Tom Cruise, you break your shoulder.
Rocky, Sylvester Stallone said he got hit, I think, when he was filming Wonder movie, the Rocky for Wonder one. He said he got hit.
Yeah.
He took a punch. I don't know if it was him or with Tommy Gunn, one of them. I don't know who it was. But that's what the movie goes. It was good. It kept my attention the whole time.
Yeah.
My theories of what may happen or how they play out going in were somewhat on, but not totally. I didn't see the two fight. I didn't think about.
I thought he was gonna lose. I honestly did.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm glad that they played the trailers out the way they did. They didn't give too much away. I don't think they gave too much away.
Yeah, no, they weren't.
And I say they didn't give too much away for me because, like I said, I thought he was gonna lose. But for me, with movies like this, and I always say, especially when the first Creed came out, I said they better do it right. And I say that because, you're coming from the Rocky movies. You knew he was going to be in it. So for me, I always say when they play on or they move forward from something that was already done, or like when they remake something, you better do it right, because if you don't, then it's just messing up.
Yeah.
But I think, putting Michael B. Jordan in that role, he took it on. Like I kind of said this before, I felt like he was one of those actors that was just kind of left behind, but I also felt he was the kind of actor that took meaningful roles, and not just like, being a black guy, but just meaningful roles as to what is saying. And that's what I kind of feel about him, because I've never seen him in anything that was, I'm just taking this movie because I need the paycheck. I feel like I see him in things like this, and like, Black Panther was a good one. He did good in that. I think he did great. I actually will give this movie a B+, because for me, it was just more than him as Creed. It's a continuation, the communication, the whole, you got him confiding in Rocky when he went to propose to his girlfriend. You have the emotion. You're like, come on, what did you say? I asked her that she wouldn't mind marrying me very, very much. Like, what? He was like, you said that? But yeah, that aspect, and then, the dialogue with him and his mom, and then, the stuff he goes through with his fiance, and then just the whole aspect. So to me, it was just more than just a boxing movie. And then the end, the comeback fight was just, it was real. It felt real, and you were excited for him when he won. And then the end part when he wanted Rocky to come on, he said, no, it's your time now. So that there was beautiful. That made me want to cry.
That was a passing of the torch.
Yeah.
Because in every other movie, Rocky, whether it was Apollo in the ring when he was helping him, he lost, but Rocky's always been in the ring at the end. He's always been the one either win it or right there with you. But for him saying this is your time, Rocky's Sylvester Stallone like 70, almost 70 years old, if not so to. And him doing this many movies, he had to realize at some point in time.
He don't have much more because I think just recently something was wrong with him.
Well, he's 70 years old. And he had to realize too that he's not fighting these movies. He's really just he's more of a veteran there helping to do the new generation. And I think in Michael B, if he so chooses to continue doing these movies, he's found someone who's able to carry that torch. Him, Wood Harris being there, stepping in, could be in a role. I mean, you have growth there, but it shows how much faith and confidence he has in Michael B. Jordan as an actor, as a person, and to trust him with this franchise and to make that statement in the film. And then I heard also at the last day of shooting, he actually gave a speech at the last set, on the last day of shooting. He gave a speech. It's kind of echo those same sentiments he had feels for him. So I think it's very good to see this kind of transition. He's not letting the franchise die with him. He didn't get back in the ring because there was some dialogue back before he hit Dolph. Where you like, please don't start fighting in this restaurant because that would just destroy the whole thing. It would become a Rocky movie at that point. Don't two old guys fight. It's just two old guys fighting. So I like that. I look forward to seeing him in more movies like this. I don't expect to see him every 2 years. You might see another 3 years, every 4 years. Maybe he might do another one. And who knows? Or he might not do another one for 5, 10 years. Who knows how they play out? I
mean, especially if it comes to a point, where we do lose Sylvester Stallone and then he's kind of solo in these movies. You still want to do it right. You want to transition that out. You know what I mean? You don't want to just leave it high and dry. Not saying that he can't carry it himself doing these movies, but the transition you want to make sure it's right and not kind of leaving the Russians out. And I keep saying that, so I hope nobody's getting offended with me saying that. But the end of the
I forgot about that. At
the end of the fight, it was the moment where the mom left. The son was pretty much he was about to be done for it.
Drago's ex-wife, she left.
And in the moment, the dad realized this isn't about me anymore. My son is here. He's getting beat down. He throws in the bloody white towel for his son. I didn't know when I seen him walking up there. I had no idea what he was going to do. I initially thought he was going to try to get in the ring and fight for his son. But then when he threw in the towel, it was like, okay, now I have to be here to take care of my son instead of him taking over my revenge. Basically, it's how I felt that end piece went when the mom got up and left because her son was losing, and it was awful because she left because the father lost, and now she's leaving again because the son lost. And the
symbolic thing about that is that Rocky didn't throw the towel for Apollo. They didn't throw the towel for Rocky. He lose. He fight in Russia. He did throw the towel in for Creed, but the one guy that Rocky beat, the one guy that wanted the most, that had the most to gain, decided or made the choice that his son was worth more than anything he get in that ring. And that was almost as equally a powerful statement that as one that Rocky made by not coming in the ring. It was that kind of moment. So I still stick with a B. Because I see the room for bro. Of course, every movie isn't perfect. I wish his son would have had more lines. The dude didn't say anything until halfway through the movie.
But that's what made it for me because you have these people from another country coming to America.
Even Drago said, "I must break you."
We knew Drago knew how to speak a little bit of English.
That dude know how to speak. You know, they gave him the line, and they did.
I liked that part of it. It was kind of like I liked it.
I wanted to hear him say something else.
I really didn't.
He didn't have a paragraph worth of words.
Because honestly, it was like you have this big burly creature just knocking out people in Russia. He knocked out Creed the first time, and then that was awesome to me. I don't know that for me it was awesome.
There was no character to him. Look. is that there are a lot of great basketball players. Kevin Garnett is a king trash talker. When a dude is trash talking and he's playing, it makes him that much
it
more.
It makes it even better to be because he can't trash talk you. He can trash talk you in his language, in Russian. He could say it, but that's awesome to me.
He said nothing. He just said, hey, look. Okay, we agreed to disagree. He could have said more stuff. Damn. He could. Maybe a Creed 3 when he come back and they have a rematch. Maybe he'll say something. I don't know how they have a rematch. Anyway, let the writer figure it out.
He might as well just let it go. He might as well just let it go.
Give it back. So,
but who you gonna get though?
I don't know.
Thinking about the future, because this guy was huge and he was great. Who do you get?
There are people who are paid to come up with scripts. Sit in the rooms. They sit in rooms, smoking cigarettes with the curtain drawn in their pajamas, scratching their head, going crazy, trying to figure out what to do,
throwing paper on the floor,
laws of dialogue, read through old movies, look for any angle they can play off of, anything, and they'll find something.
Who do you get? Comment below.
That's a good question.
Who do you think could be a better opponent?
Trevor Lane.
Than the Russian.
Remember Mr. T? He might have a son. Who had a son? Trevor Lane.
That's gonna be bigger than the Russian?
It was Mr. T. You can do anything.
Okay.
Yeah. You can do anything.
Comment below and let us know.
Trevor Lane. Who was Rocky fought? I can't remember who other people Rocky fought. But Trevor Lane beat him. Then Paul Creed, and maybe Paul had other steps, a side baby. The two side baby fight, Creed versus Creed.
Oh boy.
Who knows? Or maybe Mickey, his first trainer, maybe Mickey had the grandson. Rock, you took advantage of my grandfather. I want my payback. He does the old style because
and get his payback on
his old style. He just
come on, put him up like Popeye.
I didn't realize they did that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
So that's my face.
Okay, guys. Yeah. So, and we know it's been like a long time since we did a review. Just life. Okay, life has been happening, but
we're getting back to it.
We're picking it back up. We will have more reviews to come.
Yeah. So, just again, if you haven't, this is your first time seeing us, make sure you subscribe. If you subscribe, but hit the ding dong button.
It's called a bell. Click the bell so you get notified every time we upload.
Hit the bell, I'm going to get the forget me stick.
And if you're like my son, well, the forget me stick will make me forget to ding the bell.
Ding the bell first, then hit you with the forget me stick, and then you'll ding the bell again.
So, yeah.
We'll do it.
If you guys have seen the movie, let us know what you think, your thoughts, what are your opinions. If you have seen the old Rocky movies, if you haven't, let us know. If you're a millennial and don't even get with old movies, let us know what you think about the Creed franchise.
Yes. All right. Well, hey, once again, this has been Tuesday Movie Talk. Appreciate you guys here. That's been our time. Our clocks are ticking. We are almost out of time. So we're going to let you go. You're going to let us go. And we're going to look for your comments in the comment box. Look for our next review coming up. We're not going to tell you what movie we'll see next.
We're just going to let you be surprised.
But yeah. And again, subscribe, hit the big button. And we'll see you guys next time here at Tuesday Movie Talk.
Bye.
Bye.